So set then for 12 rounds now, not the 15 as it used to be. And if the fight turns out, well, half as good as the build-up and the press chat, it should be a good one. Kaylor talked of tactics coming out early and keeping Gumbs occupied by volume of punches, not standing and posing. But Gumbs is saying, OK, if you want it that way, that's how it's got to be. Gumbs says that he plans each contest differently. He doesn't have set plans. Not bad for an opening minute of the championship fight. This is certainly some action. And Gumbs has had a good few knockout wins lately in Canada against Jerry Holly, which you may have seen on ITV. Spectacular uppercut. Gumbs gives the impression of trying to appear a bit nonchalant, but he isn't really. And when he gets tagged, Gumbs, he looks a bit like a wounded cat. He soon springs back, as he's done here. So a minute to go then, in the opening round. Reliable left-hand jab, Mark Kaylor, good point scoring stuff. No judges for this. James Brimmel from Wales, sole arbiter. But the camp say we won't need the mathematics. Both think that their man is going to win inside the distance. Well, that's easy for them to say. They're on the safe side of the ropes. When the bell goes, watch how they jump out. So the soccer-style chants of Kaylor, Kaylor, as we get the countdown coming up for the first round. And remember, if a boxer goes down in the last 10 seconds, the count would continue, except in the last round. Well, that's as bright a start, I think, that you could hope for in a championship fight. Jim Watt?
Yeah, well, I was very surprised. Quite often when you have two big punchers in the one ring, the first round's very quiet because they're paying each other too much respect. But that certainly wasn't the case in this opening round. That was a terrific round. If the rest of the fight goes on like this, everybody's going to go home happy. I think Kaylor was very keen on showing Gumbs how much he fancied the job with his showing off before the fight and the way he started the fight, but a couple of times he got a little bit reckless, and you can't do that against a man like Gumbs. And a couple of times I thought Gumbs shook him up a little. The round was probably even, but Kaylor will have to tighten up a little bit because Gumbs is very cagey, as I say, and a very big puncher.
OK, fine. I don't suppose statistics matter too much, but Gumbs has had 26 wins and lost 8. And Kaylor's had 23 unbeaten with 20 stops inside. Gumbs has stopped 21. So round 2. Referee scores in half points unless one boxer has a very clear win in the round with a maximum of 10 points. But Jim suggests that could have been a 10-10, and I wouldn't argue too much with that. The West End chant of blowing bubbles. While it might be music to Kaylor's ears, he's still got to do the business himself, because this really is the loneliest spot in the world. he had a little snarl there, Jim, Kaylor. I'm wondering whether he was trying to taunt Gumbs a bit.
Well, actually, I think Gumbs snarled first. I think Kaylor threw a punch and Gumbs blocked it and sneered at him. So I think they're still trying a little bit of the psychological warfare.
Well, the psychological doesn't hurt as much as the punches, does it? That's the main thing. But good even match. All the critics were divided on who they thought would win this. I think in the press, Kaylor just got the edge on the numbers. Gumbs had a very sketchy start to his career, but he certainly changed it all around now, being unbeaten in 5 years. He lost very early in his 8th fight to Tony Simpson. Well, Kaylor making no attempt, but actually enjoying bobbing and weaving, getting away from those punches in his own corner, getting encouragement from Terry Lawless and trainer Jimmy Tibbs. Half a minute to go then. Gumbs getting on with the job, but if confidence counts, certainly Kaylor's looked very impressive. And not only could West Ham win the middleweight championship, they could win the league title, cup and boat race as well, by the look of this. Well, Kaylor had a good round there, some good boxing. I'm wondering, looking in that corner now, Jim, as they're giving the wash and brush up treatment, what do you think that Terry Lawless might be saying to Kaylor there?
Well, a couple of times when Kaylor went onto the ropes, I thought it was just a little bit ragged. I think Terry will tell him to tighten up a little. If you look at Gumbs, you'll see he always has his hands cupped in front of his face and his elbows tucked in. He doesn't present an open target at all. A couple of times Mark's getting cut out on the ropes because it's a little bit ragged. So I think Terry will probably say tighten up, keep sticking the jab out, because I think if Kaylor gets his jab working, that was probably one of his strongest assets. But Gumbs is a very good fighter. He's keeping his cool, a very good professional.
Yes, confidence is one thing, but Kaylor just can't afford to overdo it. He really mustn't get cocky. So, third round then. And certainly now living up to the championship expectations. One of the tallest middleweights around, Roy Gumbs, at 6'2", and to get inside 11 stone 6 pounds.